Have you ever bought a new pair of shoes, felt great about them, but then looked at your pants and thought, these look old, so you buy new pants to match the shoes. But then your shirt looks worn out next to the crisp new pants. So you buy a new shirt, and suddenly, you need a new belt, a new watch, maybe even a new haircut. You started with one simple purchase and ended up with a whole new wardrobe. This isn't just you being bad with money. This is a psychological phenomenon documented nearly 300 years ago. It has a name. It is called the Diderot Effect. Hi, I'm Susan. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are exploring the invisible chain reaction that drains our bank accounts and how to stop it. The story begins in 18th century France with a famous philosopher named Denis Diderot. He was brilliant, but he was broke. That changed when the Empress of Russia heard about his financial troubles and bought his library for a fortune. Suddenly wealthy, Diderot did what many of us would do. He treated himself. He bought a beautiful scarlet robe. It was exquisite, but there was a problem. As he sat in his study wearing his magnificent new robe, he noticed that his old rug looked ragged. So he replaced it with a new one from Damascus. Then, his wooden chair looked too cheap for the rug, so he replaced it with a leather one. His desk, his prints, his mirror, one by one, everything had to be upgraded to match the elegance of the robe. Before he knew it, he had spent all his money renovating a room that was perfectly fine to begin with. Diderot later wrote an essay about this titled, "Regrets on Parting with My Old Dressing Gown." In it, he wrote a sentence that haunts me. "I was the absolute master of my old dressing gown, but I have become the slave of my new one." The Diderot Effect states that obtaining a new possession often creates a spiral of consumption, which leads you to acquire more new things. As a result, we end up buying things that our previous selves never needed to feel happy or fulfilled. We see this everywhere. You buy a new iPhone and suddenly your old headphones feel outdated, so you buy AirPods. You move into a nicer apartment and suddenly your old furniture looks like trash. Why does this happen? Psychologically, it's about identity. Our possessions are an extension of who we are. When you bought those new shoes or that new phone, you weren't just buying an object. You were buying a new version of yourself. And that new version of you demands a new environment. Your brain seeks consistency. It feels uncomfortable when one part of your life is high level while the rest is low level. So, you spend money to bridge the gap. So, how do we break the chain? Diderot didn't have the answer, but modern psychology does. First, beware of the upgrade trap. When you buy something new, ask yourself, is this an isolated purchase? Or is this the start of a renovation project? If buying this item makes you hate 3 other things you own, put it back. Second, practice the buy one, give one rule. If you bring a new item into your life, an old one must leave. This stops the accumulation and forces you to value what you already have. And finally, remember Diderot's warning. It is okay to upgrade your life. It is okay to buy nice things. But be careful that you own your things, and your things don't end up owning you. I'd love to hear from you. What was your scarlet robe? What was the one purchase that triggered a spending spree in your life? Let me know in the comments. I'm Susan. Spend mindfully and don't become a slave to your robe. See you in the next one.